This one's red.
Lord of Arcana is an RPG that, in my opinion, is too repetitive and tedious, that after an hour of gameplay, it starts to lack thrill and just becomes tedious and even gets frustrating. You start the game by creating your own character. Then you have an epic intro where you obliterate every enemy and defeat a dragon. Then you return to level 1 and have to work your way up to become the best. There is no story really in the game, you get some story context at the start and by the end of the game. The rest, until you reach the end, is mostly just grinding. You take on quests that revolve around beating a certain number of enemies, retrieving a certain item or beating a bigger boss. Also, boss fights drag for too long, and since the fights aren't thrilling like in Monster Hunter, you just wish to get it over with already. Overall, the game is tedious, lacks thrill, and requires too much grinding and frustration to finish and to give you satisfaction. Especially that since you don't get a story, aside of aspiring to be the best, growing in level is the only real incentive to keep on playing. You don't even have thrilling boss fights like in Monster Hunter. Maybe some will like the game of this sort, but I don't. I like some story to my games, or at least some thrill and less frustration and grinding, rather than just mindlessly growing in levels by a lot and a lot of grinding. Also, if you like this sort of game and have also a Vita, then check out Soul Sacrifice, because that game reminds me a lot